Hi, welcome to a brand new episode of Tomahawk and Stu Pitch a Podcast, where I, Tomahawk,
and I, Stu,
we come up with ideas for podcasts, and then we pitch them to you, and then we give you a little sample of what that show would be like. So, Stu, do you want to go first, or would you like for me to go first?
You know what?
I'm going to go first. This... I didn't like that sound. Okay. I would like to do a show that is entirely about hand puppets and shadow puppets.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get a sample of what that would look like.
Okay, let me go find a puppet.
It's a dog. But this is also a dog. It's like a dog with droopy ears. Boop, boop.
Do I have any socks?
I'm sure you don't have any socks that aren't crusty.
True. This crusty one will do. It can animate on its own. I found this one crawling across my floor last night.
Of course your puppet is black.
Hey, kids.
You're not even moving it with the words. You're just like, it's just flapping. And you're not...
I know what you're talking about. I'm saying it as soon as I do the thing.
Okay.
This
show is terrible. I normally say what...
This is probably our worst idea yet.
You know what? I am kind of vibing with this new co-host I got, though.
Well, I'm glad.
After all that time we spent setting up to fix your setup.
This was all we needed after all.
This really... You know what's the weird thing?
What?
About a year ago, there was this girl I was trying to get to be a guest on the Sillycast, and I told her that it was going to be available in video, and she was like, oh, no, I'm not going to do video. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Because, where'd he go? He's gone. Well, I'm just going to keep talking to you, my dear friend, the listener. And this girl, who is, like, incredibly attractive, by the way. I'm like, it's very strange that she wouldn't want to promote herself like that to me in my eyes. It's a different person now. I'm assuming this sock has a different voice. That's a little different.
Same voice.
Okay. You ran off screen for like a full minute just to come back with a different sock on your hand.
Turns out white shows up better on camera.
I guess. But I still wanted her to do the podcast, so I tried to convince her to do a podcast with me on video, but she just used a sock puppet. And she said, I'll think about it, but I don't think she thought about it because she never got back to me.
And she was never seen or heard from again.
Like most women who talk to me.
Same.
It's time for us to move on to a different show.
Oh, yeah. And I've got one that'll probably be better than this idea.
It can't be worse. It can't be worse.
Actually, think about it now, it could be.
Okay.
So remember all those years ago when we did the segment with calling the agents and everything like that? That was like
the agents. Ago, that's what you said. The agents.
What'd you think I said?
Nothing. I didn't think you said anything other than the word agents.
Okay.
Anyway.
Putting that aside, we could do something similar where we call schools.
Okay.
Right? Oh yeah. And then.
Yep, this is the worst episode. This is the worst episode we've ever done. Oh my God. Why would you do that? People who are engaging with the audio version of this, Stu, I'm sorry, Sock Puppet, do you have a name?
Do I have a name? Muhammad. My name is Muhammad.
Okay, hi, Muhammad. What Muhammad was doing was he basically started to bite his microphone for seemingly no reason, and I'm sorry. Anyway, proceed with your story or your pitch, Muhammad.
So my idea is that we call up these schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we call up the schools, right? And then and when we get a hold of them, see, what we're going to do is we're going to talk to them. And then the thing we're going to talk to them about once we call it the school is that we want to let them know that. What was the idea again? All right, yes. So we're going to call the school and we're going to talk to them and be like, hey, my kid won't be in class today. He's sick. And they'll be like, well, which kid is yours? And then we just go from there. Because
do we make up a name?
Pretty much. I'm thinking Muhammad.
Okay. Great. All right, so let's get a little sample of this. Would you like to play the person on the other end of the line, or would you like for me to fill in that role?
You know what? I'll be the one calling.
Okay. Bring. Papa John's. What can I get started for you today?
Sorry, wrong number. Click. Ring.
South Davidson High School. How can I help you today?
Hi, I was just trying to let y'all know that my kid ain't gonna be in class today. He's sick.
Oh, okay. What is the student's name?
His name is Muhammad Jackson.
Muhammad Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna write that down right now. I will send an email to his teachers later. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much, Darwin. Click.
I think we need to have you demand to speak to the principal so we can engage with a longer conversation.
You see, I thought the conversation would go from someone with the country's accent naming their kid Muhammad.
You know what, people, we don't judge on the whole, you know?
We might not, but the Bible Belt does.
The Bible Belt does. That's just not where my mind is at, man.
No, I understand. But having grown up here, it's very prevalent.
Mm-hmm. And having the name Muhammad, I'm sure.
Being a sock puppet named Muhammad is very difficult. Especially when you're attached to a black guy.
You're attached to a black guy?
Well, yeah, see?
Oh, ooh. I'm sorry about that, man.
You know what they say? Once you go black, you're going to need a wheelchair.
I like that it rhymes also. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that a common phrase in the sock puppet community?
I think it's just a common phrase in the world, to be honest.
Okay. I hadn't heard that phrase before.
Have you never seen White Chicks?
I haven't. Also, real fast.
We should watch White Chicks.
This is a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
How does a sock puppet ride around in a wheelchair?
Well, how does a human ride around in a wheelchair?
They put their butt into the seat, but you don't have a butt.
Yes, I do. See?
No, I see no butt.
You see where the arm is leading into me? That's my butt.
Okay, so is the arm like in your butt?
Not always, but most of the time, yeah. My existence ends when the arm is not in my butt.
Let's go back to your school thing.
Okay.
I think we need you to be a little angrier. So here's my pitch to you. Just a slight deviation off your pitch. You can keep the accent and the name if you like. I think you need to yell at the principal for expelling your student.
Actually, it's not a bad idea because the point of the podcast is to call actual schools.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go from there. I mean, do you want to get a school on the line real quick?
Tempted as I am for that. At time of recording, it is a Sunday. I guarantee there will not be anybody answering the phone.
It would be pretty interesting if we left a voicemail. Be like, hey there.
If you want to record the audio, I will put it here.
I don't want a felony.
Is that a felony?
Is it? I don't know. It could be.
Anyway, since you don't want to go along with my idea,
I didn't say that. I'm just like, yeah, that's a cool idea because we'll be calling old schools. And since we always record this on Sunday, we'll definitely be able to get a hold of the school.
Hey, Muhammad, you've been great.
Thank you.
You've been such a great guest. Would you mind going and getting Stuart to come back onto the show?
Yeah, let me check what he's up to.
His audio is better than yours.
He's in the bathroom.
Okay. Just get him to come on as soon as he can.
Okay.
How about a show that is just called, Is Kevin James Still Alive?
The answer may surprise you.
The answer may surprise you. It is a weekly or daily update. We could do either one. In which it's just, yep, or not.
You never get him to like guess.
Kevin James?
Yeah, like even if it's just, hey, are you alive? And he's saying yeah, and then just ending the episode.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know how expensive he is.
Oh, wait, hold on.
If he wants to come on the show, we won't let him on immediately.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey,
hi.
How was your bathroom experience? Welcome to another episode of The Poopcast.
Oh no. It wasn't great because it started in my pants.
Oh no.
Yeah, tell me.
Doesn't it always start in your pants?
No, usually it starts in the toilet.
Oh, okay. But aren't you wearing your pants in the toilet? Like you put your butt into the bowl?
Anyway, what's your next idea, bud?
All right. My next idea is called something. Hold on.
My arm smells like a sock for some reason.
How about that's weird. That is a strange thing that has happened.
Did you like Muhammad?
I didn't hate him.
I almost went with Wahid.
Like
I almost went with Wahid, but I like that Muhammad.
Okay. How about a show where we try to arrange all the episodes of SpongeBob to be in chronological order?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Welcome to the first episode of It's a Beautiful Day in Bikini Bottom. Or is it? I don't know, because I don't know when any of these things happen. The show.
That's really good. Oh, man.
Okay, let's just jump in. Yesterday, this is what prompted this idea. I was watching one of the newer seasons of SpongeBob. It was on in my break room at work.
Wow. Okay.
The episode starts with Mr. Krabs and Mrs. Puff on a date.
Yes, I remember that one.
No, it's not the one you remember.
Oh, so they're going on another date.
Yep, this episode, this segment takes place chronologically after the episode where Mr. Krabs like, you're spending all me money, boy.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, that episode's a classic. This is a direct follow-up to that. So there must be some sort of timeline that we can arrange for the SpongeBob universe.
So obviously the pilot is the first one chronologically, because that's the first one where SpongeBob gets his job. Yeah.
But there might be episodes in which SpongeBob doesn't go to the Krusty Krab. I'm going to take that line again. But there might be episodes where SpongeBob doesn't go to the Krusty Krab.
Well, that's fine.
But that means it could theoretically take place chronologically before that episode.
It depends, because
it does depend.
If he interacts with Krabs or Squidward at all, then it's after.
Well,
he's just on a day off.
He can interact with Squidward because it's his
they are neighbors, yes.
But if he interacts with Mr. Krabs, it's definitely after.
Does SpongeBob get days off? He's the only fry cook at the most popular restaurant in town, fast food restaurant in town. And they're presumably open every day unless he's like running like a Chick-fil-A kind of scheme, you know?
I think, yeah. Initially, yes, but later, no. Because there's the episode where Squidward and SpongeBob go on strike. And the episode ends with, you're going to work here forever. And it shows them standing in their positions, and then it fades to them being like skeletons in the positions.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think after that point, it's just like, nope, you're slaves now.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Krabs is a bad man.
Money. He is not a good man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Who would you rather work for, Plankton or Mr. Krabs?
If they got equal amounts of customers in, like if the chum bucket wasn't like dying off in derelict, then I would definitely work for the chum bucket because Plankton would probably actually pay me.
The only thing that's holding the chum bucket back is probably the title, because that'd be for us. All right,
Yeah.
so in a real world context, that'd be like calling a restaurant the Cannibal House.
Yeah, like really, it is.
Uh-huh. And honestly, if that's the name of a burger place, I think people would go to it. But if it's any other kind of food, I don't think it'll be successful.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a restaurant where the meat is definitely questionable. Yeah, that way they're like, I can't prove it's not people, but I also can't prove it is.
Yeah. And I think we need to steer Plankton into that skit. Even if he gets the Krabby Patty secret formula, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, apparently that's the whole point, is that like Plankton only got like half the formula back when him and Krabs were friends. And the half the formula he got was like chum.
So there was chum in the original formula? That is.
There's a theory that they use starfish in the Krabby Patty formula because there's only like one starfish in the whole show.
But there's also like one lobster in the whole show.
Larry, yeah. True.
Who's your favorite SpongeBob character?
It's probably Larry, honestly. Or the My Leg guy.
Oh, the
or
My Leg guy is great.
Howard is great. Because Howard was the one that like took a bite of like the food and then just squirted mayo into his mouth or tartar sauce, and I love that.
Yeah. I really like the guy that screams chocolate.
Oh yeah, he's good too.
Yeah. I just Plankton's probably my favorite.
Plankton's definitely a good one.
What a good show.
Yeah, that was fun. That turned into more of a SpongeBob in general podcast.
But
I
that's
vibed
kind of
with
how
it.
podcasts turn out.
I liked it. I was down for it.
Stu,
Yes.
let's hear one of your ideas.
All right. So you and I are connoisseurs of the fine arts.
Absolutely.
Yes. We always look in to really deeply analyze everything that we consume
That is
media wise. The most popular form of media right now on the internet is TikTok.
Oh God.
It is.
I don't like the way this is going.
We go onto a For You page, and the featured videos we analyze them just as deep as we can.
Okay.
I mean, we gotta analyze them as if they were like Oscar baiting the entire time.
Okay. All right. So this is a critical film analysis of various TikTok videos.
Did you think I was going to go with us making TikToks?
I had a big fear in my heart overcome me. But no. We could do that. I like the idea of, watching 12-year-olds do dances and being like, actually, this angle that you're filming at sucks. You didn't even white balance it correctly. And
That'd be really good.
Especially all those people that do those incredibly cringy, like, comedy sketches. Mm-hmm. I hate the way they're all filmed. They drive me.
Wait,
absolutely
which
bonkers.
ones? The comedy sketches?
Yeah, I can't think of one in particular. They always. It's someone like filming themselves, and you can tell they're just holding their phone and moving it around like this. Mm-hmm. I hate it. Some people can make it work. It's not everybody. But most people, when they're trying to be funny on the internet, aren't funny. And yes, I recognize the irony in what I'm saying. I've done comedy sketches. They're not all good. Some of them are very, very bad. I recognize that. I am not trying to be a hypocrite.
This episode is bad.
Oh, this is one of the worst things I've ever been a part of.
Where did it fall off for you?
When you left the screen to put on a different sock is pretty bad. I was like, oh no.
I found a bigger sock.
But yeah, this might just be a Patreon bonus.
No, this is a full episode right here, boys. I love it. I'm here for it. I think since we're talking about TikToks, I think my favorite TikToks are the ones where like they get like lines from either like a stand-up comedy sketch or a show, but they do like the lip syncing to it.
Yeah, so
those are my favorites.
Good, it's great.
Those are my favorites.
Those are
so good. Oh yeah,
so creative, so original. I understand the purpose of them.
Yep,
they make me so happy. That's it for this episode. I can't take anymore. I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah. I don't know why, but this one broke me. It broke my spirit. I don't know if I'm ever going to feel happy again, if I'm being perfectly honest. I was talking to somebody yesterday at work, and I said, honestly, with the exception of one episode, all of the episodes I've been recording with Stu have gotten significantly better each time we record. And of course, we come along and do this trash fire of an episode.
This is so funny, though. This has been a really funny episode.
We'll see. Let's see if editor Tomahawk can stitch this together into something that's amusing.
God.
Okay. I've had my fill.
I understand.
Bye, everyone.
Cowabunga.